Right, to pick which ones.
Well, I know I want to show. Okay, I've got 2 close-ups, one of people. Now let's get this. Okay,
So Martha, what are you doing?
I have uploaded all my photos and backed them up, and now I'm just frantically going through to pick 12 to 14 photos to upload to the website. And Laurel's helping me identify the flowers and
Nice.
butterflies.
So Laurel, what day we got today? Where are you guys headed off to?
Day 7, and we are heading off to, well, Donamore Meadows area. I think we're going to try to shoot for Kettle Lake, which is supposed to be a really beautiful place, but it's a pretty long day, and we're getting a pretty late start, and we've had a few last-minute logistical, you know, quandaries thrown our way, and people in and people out, and injuries and uncertainties, and so we're just trying to work it all out in a hurry and get on the trail.
Here you go, Dwayne. I'm going to hand it off to you, man.
Do you want to say something real quick?
I sort of already did. I already sort of interviewed myself. Yeah, this is Dwayne, the new video guy. We've seen him the whole last 5 days. Good luck with the camera, Dwayne.
Thanks,
It's
buddy.
not ours. Don't mess it up.
I know. I won't mess it up, and I'll keep the integrity that you were shooting with, buddy.
All right,
for sure.
man. Cool. Later.
Later.
Well, we're sitting here at the beginning of our hike on day 7, and we've got Condrey Mountain right in front of us, and the Condrey Mountain roadless area. Behind that, Preston Peak and the high Siskiyous and the Siskiyou Wilderness, the Red Buttes, just an absolutely incredible view of the Siskiyou Crest. And this is a great illustration of how the Siskiyou Crest runs almost due east and west. And because of that, it provides what we call a land bridge, which is provides one of the most amazing and high quality intact wildlife corridors between the coast ranges of California and Oregon, all the way over to the Cascades, and then connected into the Sierras. And sometimes the way people think about that, it's almost like the Siskiyou Crest is the crossbar on a giant H on the western part of the continent, you know. And because of that, individual animals like wolverines and martens and of course cougar and bear use the Siskiyou Crest to disperse and to migrate and to change genetics between populations. But then also with the coming of climate change and the altering of the landscape that's being predicted because of that, the scientists are saying that the crest is going to be an incredibly disproportionately important part of the landscape, because whole communities of ecosystems and individual species of trees will be needing to move across the landscape, and what they need is that unbroken habitat to do so. If there's a desert or a valley or something that the species can't cross in their way, then they may just blink out and go extinct. And so the Siskiyou Crest once more may become a refugia for species in the face of climate change. So much of the proposed Siskiyou Crest National Monument is beautiful wilderness quality wildlands that we'd like to see preserved permanently. But a lot of the landscape looks like this. There's roads, there's cows, there's clear cuts, and you know, you can feel, we just walked out, it's probably 10 degrees hotter in the summer sun now than it was when we were in the nice shaded forest. And that's an important part of the proposed national monument, because we would like to see these places restored. One of the vision that we have is for an active management that involves restoration and really returning the quality of habitat to these places that have been degraded by industrial resource extraction and other kinds of abuses over the decades. So, you know, these sorts of places that have been already heavily impacted and seemingly disturbed have a critical role to play in rebuilding the connectivity and the ecological functions of the landscape as a whole. So we don't want to see them carved out and just only preserve the pristine mountaintops. We want to see these areas included so that we can put people to work in the woods, thinning the plantations from below, doing fire hazard reduction work, decommissioning some of the roads that there isn't a budget to maintain anyway, and basically, you know, letting the landscape heal itself and return into a more ecologically sound state. Here we are at the welcome sign to Oregon for all the PCT through hikers who have been hiking the entire length of the state of California. Today is a big day for them. And we're here having just walked through some of the most gorgeous forests that we've encountered in our whole journey, and just about everything that we've recorded so far after our first day has been in the state of California. And yet this is kind of a forgotten northern corner that a lot of people in the Bay Area and down in Southern California don't think about when they think of the redwoods and Sierras and the rest of California. But protection for this place and the creation of a Siskiyou Crest National Monument is very much going to depend on Californians taking this place to heart and identifying with this as something they want to protect. So go California and go Siskiyou Crest. This is the end of day 7 hiking, and we just came up out of a really hammered area full of clear cuts and crisscrossing logging roads that was just brutal in the summer sun and full of dust. And we just rose up into a place called Donamore Meadows, which is one of the most strikingly beautiful mountain landscapes I think I've ever seen. And this area right here is not permanently protected in any way. This isn't a wilderness area. This isn't even an inventoried roadless area. And you can already see right up on the hillside over here on the lip of the watershed is a clear cut coming in and incurring on this just otherwise almost pristine landscape. It's just amazing. So this is just the kind of place with these open meadows and old growth forests, places that bears would live and great gray owls that we want to be sure to preserve as a national monument.